Today I am going to discuss about the second chapter for class 5 students. That chapter name is there, types of software. So as the name suggests, in this chapter we are going to discuss about that softwares and its categories. At first here that in this chapter we will discuss about that software definitions and what is that importance of the software in a computer. We know that computer is that complete machine with the combination of hardware and software. Hardware we refer as a physical components, all the devices like a keyboard, mouse, monitor. But these all devices connecting together with the electric power, and when software is running, then we are saying that computer system. That means computer we say, but computer is complete known as with the combination of hardware and the software. So hardware and software both are opposite to each other, but complementary to each other, important to each other, and depending to each other. Without software we cannot imagine the work of the hardware, and without hardware we cannot use the software. So that means both is important for hardware and software. We can say that the hardware will work, but software will give the facility to interact, to do some tasks with the hardware. User interacts with the software. User uses the hardware devices like a keyboard, but keyboard, when you type any command, anything you write, that is possible with the help of the software that you are using in a computer. With the help of monitor you are visualizing and you are using. So now we move for that next topic, that in this chapter. So question is there that what are the different types of softwares. Softwares are categorized into two main categories. That first is that system software, second is that application software. So that means software are of two types. So system software, as a name suggesting, system software, the software which is oriented, which is purpose, which is essential for the system, that is system software. That means system software will work with the hardware, with the computer devices, with the system. Application software, as the name suggests, that is possible to do some application, to do some task with the computer. So now system software having that different categories here, but here we will discuss operating system, operation support system, utility software, and language translators. These all are the categories of system software. Now we discuss about that application software. These are of two types only: general purpose application software and function specific application software. Now we move for that. First term is that system software. We know that system software, we are knowing that what is that actual definition of the software. When we say that software means what? Set of number of more programs, but that all programs working together to perform some task. System software is also the set of programs that is used to control the overall operations and coordination with the hardware, overall operations of the computer system. It also coordinates with the application software. It also facilitates to communicate with the hardware devices. Like that, here given some task of that system software. First is that communicates with the hardware devices. Second is that monitors the uses of the hardware devices. That means keyboard, mouse, pen drive, external hard disk, modem. When we connect with that with the computer, so it also it also supports that all the things, how to work with these. Supports the development of application software. That means system software provides the facility or the platform through which, with the help of that platform, we can develop new software, application software. Support the execution of the application software. You know, we are knowing that when we install operating system in a computer, after that we can use MS Word, we can use media player, we can use PowerPoint. So that means all these applications we can apply, we can execute with the help of system software. That means we can say that in a computer system, first of all, most essential thing is that operating system, and after that all the rest application softwares are needed to work with the computer. So some most common system softwares are operating system, operation support system, utility software, and language translator. Now we discuss more about that application software. Application software is also that, as a name suggesting that software, it is also collection or set of more than one or more programs, but it is designed to do some specific task. These are designed to according to the requirements of the user. So different application software having the different purpose. So when we are working with the word processing software, that means we are working with the letter, with the text. We are having some work that we can do, some article we can write, we can create our project, we can write some letters. These all things we can do. Spreadsheet software, that means sheet, that means where we will do some calculations, where we will record some data, that means MS Excel we are using. Database software, that means when a school is using that students record, maintaining that. In hospital, maintaining that patients records, different wards. In library, books records we keeping. So database softwares are used for record management. So we use these categories of application software. Now we move for that system software, that is first one, operating system. So we can understand now operating system is a vital component of a system software. That means in the categories of the system software, most essential and most important software is that operating system for the computer. Operating system controls all the resources of the computer. Two important objectives of the operating system. First is that making the computer system convenient for the user. That means it provides the facility as a interface platform. That means user can work with the computer in an easy way. This is the features, this is the purpose. And second is that operating system also performing the functions like that file management, computer memory management, processing. That means each and every operations when we perform, that all the processes done by the computer, that is managed with the operating system. Next is that security, that operating system provide that security also, how to save the file, password protection. So these all things are here, that is operations of the operating system. So operation support system, this is also a special type of a group of that computer program that is used for the communication service provider. So like that BSNL, Airtel, they are using. They are maintaining and monitoring, controlling, analyzing and managing computers also and telephone network system also. That means with the help of this support system, that means operational support system or operation support system. So these organization institutions like Airtel, so organization like Airtel, telecom company, managing these all things. That means all the times maintaining and monitoring that call records also, messaging also, and it also records that all the things at the same time with the telephone network. Utility software, that third one, this is also one type of system software. It is designed to help and analyze that, configure and maintain the computer resources. Utility software provide the facility to work with the computer in a better infrastructure, like that when we are using that utility software, like that antivirus, backup software, disk tools, these all things we can maintain, we can use, we can record. These all things like that hard disk file management, backup of that file, the important files we can do backup with the help of utility software. With the help of antivirus software, we can protect our files, we can protect our computers also with that virus, that when we are working in internet or we are sharing the data with the other computer also, antivirus provide the facility to secure our computer system. Antivirus also provide the facility at the time to secure our data, secure our bank transactions, all the things. So these all softwares are essential and operating systems, system softwares. Fourth one is that most important language translator. This software is used for making that interface between that our program written in other programming language or computer machine language. We know that computer is working in a binary 0 or 1. when we work with the computer and we give the instructions in our English language, but computer is not understanding that English language or English letter or word. In that situation, that our written statement or command, suppose I have written that print my file dot txt. This is the command to print the my file dot txt. So print is that command, but print is that group of alphabets print. So these all statements, if instruction is there, that computer will not understand. Computer will convert it that in 0 or 1 form, then it will execute in a computer. So different translators are there, different language translators, assembler, compiler and interpreter. We understand one by one. Assembler is that converting our assembly language programs into the machine language before executing. Compiler also converts our high level programming language, so converted into the machine language, and it translates also entire program together. So interpreter also executing and translating that our written high level programming language, but it translates line by line. That means if any program having the 10 lines, interpreter will translate first line, then it executes, second line it translates, and then it executes. If any error in any line, that error will be removed, and then after removing the error, it will again translates and it will execute. So that means compiler will execute whole program at a time, and translator will translate and execute each line at a time. So it will take more time compared to compiler. Okay. Now, so we are going to discuss about that application software. So application software, we have discussed that different type of application software work we are doing, painting, calculating, making presentation, these all things. That means particular type of task when we need to perform, some specific type of task when we need to perform with the help of application software we do. So application software is also known as productivity software or end user program. End user means at the end of the user, so it works. User interacts with the application software, and system software, that means operating system, is a machine ending. That means at the end of the machine it works. So interacts with the hardware, and application software interacts with the user. Operating system interacts with the hardware as well as application software, and application software interacts with the user. So this is that interaction, this is that interface technique away. Application software, we are using calculator, that also we are using word processing software, that is also different works we are doing with the help of computer. Calculator application, we can do that only arithmetical calculations. With the help of word processor, we can do that word processor word related work, that is later we can type. With the help of that MS Paint, we can do some painting, so painting related work, drawing pictures, that we can do that particular task. So this is known as application software. Now you see here that given some application software and its example. Word processing software, that MS Word, Notepad. Database software, MS Access, Oracle. Presentation software, PowerPoint, Prezi. And educational software, that Encarta and Betty's Brain. Simulation software, that is Flight and Scientific Simulations. But we understand that application software are categorized in two ways. First is that general purpose application software, and second is that function specific application software. We discuss these two categories application software. So general purpose application software and function specific application software. Now my dear students, we are going to discuss about the types of that application software. Here, the different categories of the application software. First is that general purpose application software, and second is that function specific application software. So we understand one by one. General purpose application softwares are used to perform variety of tasks and useful for the common user. That means useful for all the computer users. That means these are having that different tasks, but they can perform that general work and different variety of the task, like that. First is that web browser. First is that web browser. Web browser software provide the facility to use the internet, to surfing of that internet in a computer, in a mobile phone. We know that we are using the different web browsers like that Microsoft Explorer, that Internet Explorer, and Mozilla Firefox, Opera, Google Chrome, etc. Excuse me. Next is that here, that electronic mail, that means email we are using for sending or receiving the messages with the help of internet. Okay, so email we are using that Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Reddit Mail, many more mail providers are there that we are using free. Next is that instant messaging. Nowadays we are using frequently that instant messaging, that we are using that instant messaging software like that WhatsApp, Yahoo Messenger, Google Chat. That means we are using also that these all chat softwares also. Instant messaging software means instantly, so we can send the message and immediately other user can get the message. But in Gmail it is not that. Gmail we are sending the mail, and that when the other users will get that mail they can open. But Gmail is using that sending the letters, sending the documents in big one. But Gmail is not used for conversation. That's as a textual way, as audio, as a video. We can nowadays using WhatsApp and many chat providers are there that we can communicate with the text by writing that and answering and replying that in that way, and we can send that audio and pictures also. Next is that word processing software, that we have discussed that we can use that word processing software to create or edit or modify or print the document. We can write that article or report and many more things we can do with that facility of the word. Next one is that next category is that function specific application software. So function specific application software means that when users are having particular categories of the work, when users are having some specific type of task, that task for that purpose functions, that for that function, specific function, that application software is applicable. That means like when we are talking about that school management system, so school management system software, that application software will do some specific type of task like that. They will manage the school records, they will manage that students record, they will manage the teachers record, they will manage the non-teaching staffs, they will manage the students fee, they will manage the syllabus, they will manage that dues fee, they will manage that all the attendance of the teachers, students as well as non-teaching staff, they will manage. That means this software will manage all these type of tasks. This software will manage that report and results printing work. That means all the things is possible with the help of this application software. Next function specific software is that inventory management software. Inventory management software will keep tracks of all the items which is available in a store, which is purchased or export or import done with that products, customers, all the records of these things, how many stocks we have, how many stocks we have exported, how many stocks we have imported, and all the customers and suppliers records time to time, all the transactions, all the businesses we are doing, we are keeping in the record in the inventory management system. So that means these type of function specific, task oriented, some particular type of task this type of application software can perform. Now one special type of software is that customized software. Please dear student, try to understand what is that customized software. It will also perform that specific or particular type of users, a particular type of task, but it is according to the user, according to the need, according to the work that is designed, that is developed. That means human resource system will provide that one type of software. So if any shopkeeper needs to maintain that stocks, they will purchase, they will demand, they will get that from the developers related to their needs. They will get that customized softwares. Suppose that one barber, one shopkeeper, one barber, one restaurant owner want to use that one software. A restaurant owner will get that customized software, that how many foods items they are selling, what is that quantity, what is the price. They are not needed to record that restaurant's customers record. They only maintain that on which table number which items, food items are provided, and what is the price and what is the bill. So this way, that customized way, as according to the need of that user, if some softwares are designed, that is known as customized softwares. Nowadays many customized softwares are available, but one example is given here, human resource system. Next is that question is that in our computer, suppose some files are lost and corrupted, that not opening, not working properly. So how can we get back that type of files, and we can get that back? Yes, we can get that back. Purpose is that you have to use time to time backup of your files. In a computer field, we need all the time important files to take the backup. Many backup softwares are available, so we can use external hard disk, we can use external devices where we can store our files that we can use in future, or in the way of that our file corrupted or not working, so we can use that one. So many more examples are here given. Backup softwares are there: Norton Ghost, Semantic Backup, X6, and Acronym's Truth Image, Total Recovery Pro. These all softwares are there. But what is the term is that backup? You understand, backup means copying the important files of the computer and storing in a safe place. When we need, we demand that we can get back. So that is backup. Okay, so now next term is that, next term is there, utility software backup. So what is that backup utility software? It provides the facility to copy our files, important documents, another drive into the another drive. So they are given here the steps how to do that. So when you will have that software, you will get these all icons and you can do that backups. Okay, with the help of operating system also we can update our security provisions, and we can do the backup also. These are all the steps given here for the Windows. Disk cleanup. This tool is used for removing that unimportant files. That means those files are not essential, not important to keep in our computer, but that is created. Sometimes when we work with a computer software, temporary files are created, supporting files are created. These all files are internally that is created when we run any program, when we run any software. These files are removed automatically. These files are not essential, and our file also, when we are not having that any much more use, so that is useless. So we can remove these type of files from the computer with the help of disk cleanup. Disk cleanup will clear our these type of files from the particular partitioned area of the hard disk, and it will increase the space for storing more and more new files that you will create. These are the steps to create that. You can open that My Computer, you can choose there that particular drive, C drive. Here given that C drive in Windows, and which type of files you want to delete here given. So you see here that given temporary files, document or program files, that you can choose here which type of files you want, which category of the file you want to delete. And before deleting, before removing, you will get there how much space you will get free. This computer will show there, and that after that you can choose to delete. Now next term is that is scanning. Scanning means what? That means scanning for what purpose? Scanning for that damaged files, scanning for the computer virus, scanning for the harmful programs. Sometimes in a computer, when we are working with that help of that internet, or we are working with that, we are sharing our data with the help of pen drive, it is mostly chances that when we are getting that infected programs or damaged programs, our files may be interrupted, corrupted. So In that way, we use antivirus software. With the help of antivirus software, we scan our computer hard disk area where infected files are stored. Antivirus software will scan online activity also. Antivirus software will scan downloading infected files also. That means antivirus software will scan all the time from our computer viruses. When we are working with the internet, it checks also, scan also any harmful or damaged files that is downloading, or that any web browser trying to access anything in our computer. So antivirus software provide this facility. Scanning means the process of scanning the computer viruses, infected files, or harmful programs in a computer. Okay, these are the steps here given. But before accessing that antivirus software, we must understand that antivirus software must be updated. That security database file, security updation must there. So McAfee is the agent updater window that here given that steps how to use McAfee antivirus software. Many more antivirus softwares are using Quick Hill, Avast, McAfee, many more are there. Now these all are the steps, and here is the given steps how to scan that computer. It's very easy. You open the My Computer, click on that particular drive, C drive, D drive, E drive, and right click and choose that scan. So antivirus software will start to scan if that antivirus software is downloaded. But before scanning, you must check that antivirus virus definition data is updated or not. Antivirus is updated or not. Okay, so in such a way we can scan, and many more softwares are there. McAfee, Norton, Quick Hill. Norton also one software, antivirus software. Now question is, next point is that fourth number, disk defragmenter. You know what is that disk defragment? Defragment is there given, but we understand at first fragmentation. And what is that fragmentation? My dear students, in a computer, when we create a new file, in a computer hard disk, files are stored in such a way to utilize the more and more spaces. But sometimes files, different pieces of the files is spreaded at the different locations. In such a way, one file, big file, is fragmented and different pieces at the different area of the hard drive. That means hard disk plate, where head is rotating and writing, that is kept. Operating system managing that all the things, but this fragmented portions of the same file, one file, the different spreaded piece of that files are stored. In such a way, it takes more time to access any file. Suppose one hint I am giving you, you have created your file, and that file is stored in that hard disk plate, stored in that, in logically internally that is working. So in 5 different pieces, and that different 5 pieces are located in different areas of the disk plate. When you are going to access that file, hard disk head will start to access that different pieces of the files in order, that which piece is essential first, head will go at that place. After that, which piece of the file is needed to read, next head will move to that location. That means head will take the more time to access from the different pieces of the file. Like the same thing, one example I want to say you. Suppose you have created your project, and your project you have created of that computer project, and that is having 40 pages. 40 pages, all the pages, different topics are there. 4 topics are there and 10 pages are there. But when you were working in a home, you were on a study table, you have written first 10 pages, and after that you in a bedroom you have written 10 pages on that bed that is kept, and when after that at home at the other place, other table, you have kept there 10 pages, and when different places you have kept these all 10 pages. So when I say you that now give me that whole project, So you will go at that particular page, particular order of that 10 pages kept there, and you will collect that all together. It will take time. But when all the pages you have kept only at one place in study table, so first 10 page, after that next 10 page, after that next 10 page, after that next 10 page. But on a study table at the same place you have kept beside there all the 10 pages. That lots of the different 10 pages you can collect together and you can give me easily. It is easier as compared to the different class and different rooms and different places you have kept that different 10 pages. So fragmented way, if you keep these 10 pages in different rooms, that will take more time to access the project at the 10 all together. So like the same way in a hard disk plate, when files are stored in different fragmented place, that takes more time to access the head from the file and read the file. It will better you defragment. That means all the same file, all the one file, all the pieces you keep together. If not possible at the one place, but at the one table, at the one place in a sequence, nearer to each other, then head will take less time and quickly you can access the file. That's why disk defragmenter provides the facility to utilize the more space of the hard disk. And another thing is that this tool provides the facility to enhance the computer speed. So two features are there. That means files will be stored at one place. That means store management work will be there. And another thing is that it will quickly provide you the file. So file accession and the computer speed will increase. Okay. Now we move for that. Here steps given there how to any particular drive you can defragment that one, that is provided here, that is steps you can choose and you can do that following with this. Now we come to that section, that exercise. In this exercise section you understand here that each and every questions and answers I am providing you. In that way, in the same way you will write in your copy and you will try to learn that. My motive is that to provide you video tutorial is that you understand the concept of the chapter. One time to time you just go through the video tutorial if any topic you miss, and you understand the topic. If any doubt related to any particular topic, that you comment me in this video tutorial at the end. And one more thing is that question answer I have given in the same way, in the same order you write in your copy also. My dear, I have given previously also, but all the students not written in a good way. So please, it is that requested, and you must write as a student. You have some responsibility to write question answer, learn question answer, and in a good way you maintain your copy also. Now we move for the first question of this chapter. That first is that define the software and its types. As given in a book, that as I have given to you because it will be easier to you. Okay. So here in this, if last line of this answer, that therefore we say that hardware and software are complementary to each other. This line if you will not write, that will be okay. Okay. So you can remove this line. That is my purpose is that you can remove this one. Wait, I see you. This line. So therefore, yes, this line if you remove, okay, then okay, so you can write that in such a way. Okay, I hope you understood. Yes, now we move for the next. Operating system is a vital component of the computer system. I have given the answers from your book, so you write that one as it is I have given. Third question, why do we need a language translator? Very appropriate, given in book, that you can write. Write the short notes on the utility program. That first is that is scanning. My dear, when you are getting that one question answer, you can pause the video, you can pause and you can write. Okay. Now, this is scanning. This is disk defragmenter. This is disk cleanup. Here is the picture given, that if you will not give the picture in answer in your copy, no problem, because question is that write short notes, but I have given you that picture, that disk cleanup, which type of figure you will see in a computer. In answer, no need. In answer you can write that only textual portion without picture. Next is their backup, and after that here, that difference between the compiler and interpreter. My dear, you write also in a column wise, side by side. One number when you finish, second column, that 3 lines are there. After that third line, you will start the second one. Each line you will start from the new one at the together. That means side by side you will write all the time. Not that 1, 2, 3 written together and here written lengthy. First side lengthy and second side short. No. Each line you will start from the same line. Okay. Yes. This differentiation and examples here. But without example you can write in a question. Example is not considered as the comparison, but I have given as a complete answer, perfect answer. Now fill in the blanks. So one by one we understand. Dash tool is used to recognize the file fragments on the hard disk drive to improve performance. Answer is disk defragmenter. Next is that software scans our online activity to make sure we are not downloading infected files. There will be antivirus software. Third is that C, dash tool is used to remove that unimportant files on a hard disk drive. Disk cleanup. Okay, you are getting that answer and you will write that as it is. Dash, and one more thing that I have given here in a blue color or black color, so different colors. But you write in your copy only in a black color. Okay. So, and one more thing, that maximum students written that in blue or black combination. No, it is not looking good. You write with a black pen only in a neat and clean way. Okay. Now dash D number, that D, dash is used to restore the original data after data loss. So what will be there? So backup. Backup will provide a facility to restore also. Next is that dash softwares are also known as tailor-made software, that is customized softwares, I think. Yes. Next is that software packages are used for a specific requirement in a business, research or developer, that is function specific application software. Application software are called productivity program or end user programs. I hope so in such a way you will write. So now we move for the next section of the exercise. Okay, that fill in the blanks is there, left H and I. Okay, H, that translates. So second one will be that assembler. Now my dear, we move for the next, that multiple choice questions. One more thing is that maximum students written that question all that 4 section, and after that they have written that tick mark on that. Please my dear, you write that only that first question, that no 4 options, all the 4 options wrong you are writing, wrong 4 options, also 3 options. No, only question you write, and as an answer choice number, that means answer 4 all of the above, answer 2 general purpose, like that you write. Okay, question you write, after that you write below answer 2 second number general purpose, like that. Okay, now check that first answer general purpose, you will write that one. Third one, question you write complete. Dash software are used to perform variety of the tasks and are useful for all the computer users. After that below you write answer, which one is that second number, that you write second Roman and general purpose, only this much you write. No need to write all the 4 options, then you tick mark and write answer again. No, these 4 options no need to write, only that questions, after that answer, and which answer is option, answer option is correct, that when you write with the number. B number, that is example of general purpose application, school management. C, dash is a translator that translates the entire program at the time. Entire program at the time. Compiler. Yes, this is correct. So entire compiler translates entire program at a time. But in that fill in the blanks there was wrong. So interpreter will be there. So here is compiler correct. Tailor-made software is that. So tailor-made software is that customized software. Okay. Now we go for the next. E. Dash is an example of backup software, that is McAfee. McAfee will be that. Oh, sorry, is not an example of backup software. Yes, McAfee, Norton Ghost is that backup software. Semantic backup execute, that is also backup software. Acronis, that is also backup software. McAfee is antivirus software. This is not the backup software. Next is that program has the capability to replicate itself and hide the inside the other computer files. That is virus. Okay. Next is that dash is the process and occurs when the files are back up into the pieces to fit on the disk. That is fragmentation. What is that? Fragmentation. Now, H. Dash is not a type of the system software. Which one? Customized software. Dash is required to manage the hard disk drive or other storage drive. That is disk tool. Operations system manages the resources of the computer by performing dash functions. Here will be that all of the above. That means operating system managing process management, file management, memory management. All the three options, and fourth one is given all of the above. Answer will be all of the above. So now my dear, that we move for that true false. In a true false also, maximum students written in a copy only T or F. Please my dear, here written in a question that write 2, T or F, because that is question in given boxes. But in a copy when you write that hyphen true, complete you write TRUE true. Hyphen complete you write FALSE false after the question. Okay. So first question is that operating system is a vital component of the system software. This is true. Application is a set of one or more hardware designed to perform a specific task. This is false. Because one or more hardware designed means what? Application software is not designed to work with the hardware. Yes or no? And it is the one or more software or program. Application is that set of one or more programs, not hardware. So that's why it is false. Operating system is most commonly used system software. Yes, true. System software helps in communicating with the hardware devices. Yes, this is also true. Hardware and software are opposite to each other. Yes, opposite to each other. So there may be contradiction with that other one. So if you have any doubt, you can ask that hardware is that physical components, software is that logical component. Hardware we can touch, software we cannot touch. Hardware is that we use, that like the keyboard, mouse and all things. Software, that program we see on the monitor screen and we work. So this is completely opposite to each other, but complementary to each other, depending to each other and important to each other. Antivirus software is an, yes, it is true. Antivirus software is an important utility software. This is false, because antivirus only is that not. Antivirus is that utility software, but utility software most important. Antivirus is not coming with the operating system. This is external. This is, but with the operating system, it is coming that utility software, that is backup, that is scanning, that is disk defragmentation, disk tool. These all utility software comes with the operating system. Now, disk tools are required to manage the RAM. False, because disk tools are managing that hardware portions of that hard disk or external devices. To manage, to make the computer understand our program, language translator used. Yes, true. Programs who prepare the application programs are known as writer. No, developers. False. MS Word is most commonly used word processing software. Yes, most commonly used software is that Word, MS Word, as a word processing software. True. Now, my dear students, we got here at the end of that tutorial. Thank you. I hope so. You will write the question answer. You will get that some knowledge from this video tutorial. Thank you, and subscribe the channel for getting more and more knowledgeable your chapters, your question answer, and any doubt related to any portions of the computer. So I'm ready to help you. Thank you.